I decided to come on here and have this little conversation because it's just so funny that a lot of these other races of individuals think it's a good idea to come on here on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever and try to go at African Americans saying that, oh man, if y'all ain't helping us out, then y'all racist. If y'all ain't helping us out, guess what? Y'all next. Guess what, dummy? We can't be next. We ain't next. We ain't even close to next. It's probably a bunch of other demographics of people that'll go before we do. And the only way they can really get rid of African Americans is illegally. Okay, we're the only ones here who have a contract with these bitches, and we're part of the Constitution. So unfortunately, uh, we really can't get deported just out of the blue. Like they can't just wake up and say, "Oh yeah, you got to go." Nah, we're locked in. We locked in. We got mad time on us as African Americans. All right, that's something I need y'all other races to understand. Okay, and I do think it's kind of funny that y'all would like to come up here and say, "Hey, black people, X, Y, Z," because y'all don't fuck with us like that. Y'all wasn't really banging with us for a very long time, and I find it funny that we're supposed to go out here and be in the streets and get shot up and zapped up and blasted up and chewed up by the dogs, and y'all sit back in y'all corners and say, "Oh, damn, that's crazy." No, y'all gonna get this today. This is for the white people, and this is for Hispanic people, and maybe even some Asian people if they want smoke eventually. But it is what it is. I just think it's funny that y'all talking about ICE and deportations and this, that, and the third. Hey, black people have been telling y'all America is not this land of sovereignty as we've tried to explain, and everybody kept saying, "Oh, black people just lazy. Y'all have no culture." This, that, and the third. Yet everybody want to walk, talk, and act like us. Sounds kind of funny. You're like, "Oh, what's up, boy? Yeah, it was this, that." Who started that? Us. We did that. We started slang. We started jive. We started this and the third to speak to each other, and everybody wanted to milk on it. Therefore, I have an issue with that. But the issue at hand is a lot of you races going on TikTok, and you got the one Spanish girl crying. Some, oh my God, how is it like getting attacked for the color of your skin? Welcome to being black. Welcome to being actually black. You know what I'm saying? Like, welcome to being, what was that word? Oh yeah, nigga. Yeah, welcome to being that. Because yeah, it's hard over here, ain't it, man? When you're not walking around getting to do whatever you want, not being harassed by the cops. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for y'all to just do that. You see what I'm saying? It's easy for y'all to just do that. But now that y'all literally the target and y'all getting bent over the balcony and piped in the back. You know what I'm saying? Now it's our job to show up and receive it. No, we're not going to do that no more. See, we're kicking back because now it's up to y'all to sit back and say, maybe black people weren't wrong this whole time. Maybe black people actually had something to say all these years when they were saying black people aren't treated right. We know this. We know our history. We know what we're suffering from. We know what we suffer ramifications of because of this shit. We've been telling y'all that, and all y'all had to do was just open up your ears and listen to black people. But now the chickens have come to roost, and they are roosting their asses off. Now, I'm, for one, I'm not particularly happy for the people who are, citizens who are legitimately getting removed for being documented citizens. I think that shit is dry and grimy. But I also say the black people who were, complying citizens also had to deal with some bullshit. So it's a little bit of a equal rights, equal fights kind of thing for me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a law there. It's like, hey, we don't give a fuck. So y'all spent years not caring about black people, talking trash about us. Y'all had all these comments. Even white people who are protesting. I'm like, hey man, y'all voted for the nigga. Y'all was like, let's vote for racism. We can't wait for have racism back because these niggers and everybody else needs to know their place. And y'all had to learn that racism is expensive. Yeah, racism is real expensive. Also, racism comes with a nice hefty price. You ever see Full Metal Alchemist? The laws of transmutation. You gotta take something to get something. Yeah, y'all wanted racism, so now I gotta give something up, and it's just not good for y'all. That's why y'all are, that's why y'all running through the streets crying and blaming everybody but yourselves. But y'all voted for the nigga. The Hispanics and the white people are the main ones to blame here for exactly what's going on, which is why I, as an African American male, um, don't really give a shit too much. Now, I will say I have a friend who is from another country, and she has been here for about 20, 21 years. Legal. She got her papers pretty much as soon as she got over. She did the right thing. She's been an upstanding citizen her whole life. If something happens to her, I'm on bullshit, 10 out of 10. And that's just how I move like that. And that's just me. But when it comes to this whole situation about the ICE situations, I really look at it like, here's y'all nigga wake up call. Everybody's a nigga right now, not just black people anymore. And now the reality has to kick in. Now I'm hoping this is a lesson learned for people of other races, saying, you know what? When we come over to America, maybe we need to respect black people because they can't just throw us out of here. We got amendments aimed at us. You know what I'm saying? 13, 14, 15, maybe 15. Like we got like at least three amendments that are specifically for African Americans who are in America. You see what I'm saying? Reconstruction was revolved around us, but then also Jim Crow happened because white people are dickheads. You see what I'm saying? Most things are aimed at African Americans, or African Americans have been here so long, we might as well just be the number two citizen. But in reality, let's be honest, if black people actually ran stuff, I think America would be better for everybody. That's not even like some black nationalist shit. That's just how we operate. Think about it. We operate and have been voting and doing all this stuff for the comfortability of everyone, and we get the least out of it. We get the most bullshit, the most disrespect, the most this, and the third. So now that black people have decided to say, you know what, we just gonna sit this out. Y'all can eat a dick, and we gonna watch y'all deal with what we've been dealing with for decades. It's been happening to us for decades. Just the vile mistreatment, being a target, just walking down the street. Yeah, that shit hurt, don't it? Yeah, that shit it hurt like a motherfucker, don't it? Oh well, you see what I'm saying? But like I said, African Americans, our citizenship does not come from signing a piece of paper. We did not have to sign a piece of paper when we came over here. We were over here, we were inbreded, we were slaved out, we were worked to the bone and death. We had to fight for our citizenship. Our citizenship was fought for and earned throughout history. We have a grounded stance here. We have 10 toes down more than any of you here. And the only reason why y'all are here is because of us. So for y'all to come over here and have all this mouth and all this talk and go on TikTok and saying all this stuff, you only here because we fucking put in the blood, sweat, and tears for you to be here. So y'all better learn some damn respect. When y'all see some black people and we move a certain type of way, you can respect them people. But if you see the black people that you continuously talk down on and they move that type of way, you know what I'm saying? You still ain't gonna talk shit about them, but I understand a little bit. But when it comes to the black people who have been trying to make the black community a better situation, y'all gonna watch your damn mouths. Point blank period. Y'all gonna watch our mouths. Now this isn't saying every one of y'all racists acts like this, but a lot of y'all do. White people been asking why black people ain't fighting. I said it's more y'all than it is us. Y'all outnumber us 5-1 on each gender demographic. Why don't y'all just get up and do what white people do and snitch and complain and get loud? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. Y'all, Donald Trump, Donald Trump is amazing to me. Not because I think he's a good president. As a matter of fact, he's a thundering dumbass. But he has proven one thing since his first and this presidency now. He does what every white man has done since the beginning of time, which is whatever the hell he wants. it's, it's just that simple. It's whatever the hell he wants. And everybody sitting here going, "Oh my God, Trump!" I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Most of y'all voted for him. Well, look, it was over 50% of white men who voted for him, and over, I think it was about 50% for white women too. And I do think most of that is white evangelicals, probably them flyover state middle America people, where the numbers, actually matter. You know what I'm saying? Further, like Western Nebraska and in Arkansas and fucking Texas, definitely, what I'm saying? Like all those states. And I really don't think Texas is flyover state because it's really at the bottom, but it is there. You know what I'm saying? Like all those areas, rural areas. Like for Pennsylvania, we got like Quakertown and Allentown and all them, like the conservative tea areas. And like, I'm saying, you got Pittsburgh up on the top left, you got Philadelphia here on the bottom right, and then all that stuff in the middle is rural Trump territory. You see what I'm saying? With some blue thrown in for spice. You see what I'm saying? All those areas matter more when the numbers start to really roll in. Not so much the cities. Getting the cities does count, but you got to look at the demographic as a whole. The cities may have a lot of more people populated condensely, but the rural areas have numbers of people spread out across the land, so it's a little bit different. There's so many more people in those areas than people wish to admit because there's enough land that you can kind of hide them, but those people are there, and all those people are white. Like 90% of those people in the rural areas be white. So, and those are the ones that was, Trump this, Trump that, give us Trump, Trump. You know what I'm saying? And the farm people are fucked. And then a lot of other people are screwed because of some stuff Trump has done. And it ain't hurting black people too much because we ain't farming nothing. See, when other races of people talk about black people being lazy, it is literally not us being lazy, bro. Matter of fact, I say black people put in more work. Now, on the outside of what it looks like, them other races put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? You got the Hispanic neighborhoods being in beautiful stores, beautiful carpentry work and all that stuff. That's not even racist. Like they really do get together. Hispanic men work together to keep their shit together 10 times out of 10. Same with Asian men, same with white men. Black people, we got a different story because every time we try something, it gets fucked over. But I do think that, like I said, in recent years, black people have decided, you know what, screw it, we're gonna go for the gold anyway, and whoever get in the way getting taken out or get out the way. But this is a sign that now that black people have decided we're sitting out because we can't really be deported. Now they'll take a Somali, they'll take a Haitian, they'll probably even take a Jamaican. But as far as African American is concerned, we are legal citizens through blood, sweat, tears, fighting, all that. We don't need to sign a piece of paper when we get out the womb. We're already here. We don't have to fly over. We don't got to sneak in. We are America to a very strong core, whether the most racist white person wants to admit it or not. We are. That's just what it is. And anybody who has a problem with that statement, oh well. Oh well. Because one day the reality is going to kick in. Now, Hispanic Americans really shouldn't have an issue. Like if you were born here before Trump's whole thing of like birthright citizenship getting cut out, you really shouldn't have an issue. And if you did migrate over here, that is a bit of an issue. I do understand the target for Hispanics because their birth rates are still higher than white people's, but that's a topic for another day. But the main point of this video is that African Americans are American. We were born here. We were inbred here. We were broken down here. We're rebuilding here because of everything we've dealt with. African Americans are American. And the only way they can really deport African Americans is illegally. Yeah, they want to make America white again. Oh, they can. They absolutely can. And that still ain't going to stop African Americans from being us. I do think there is enough white people that have learned from their ancestors' mistakes. And the ones that haven't, we just want to fuck them up. And it's just what it is. But let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. If I missed anything, you know what I'm saying, be sure to let me know because I love constructive criticism. I love trying to do better. Comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all on the next one.